Crown Content Publications followers, viewers, and supporters. Thank you for clicking on my video. Tuning in with me again today to see what it is I have to say. Happy early Mother's Day out there to you beautiful, beautiful mothers across the globe. We know that, without reproduction, there's pretty much no future. Without reproduction in the past, there was no future. So regardless of how you became a mother, when you became a mother, where you became a mother, happy Mother's Day from the Crown Publishing Content family, okay? We're publishing and marketing meet in case you're new to my channel. This means that we pretty much support and have tools, resources, and services available to assist the everyday entrepreneur, okay? We really started off helping authors, guys, because we know and like we coach our self-published authors. The day you became an author, the day you became an entrepreneur, whether you were looking to become that, call yourself that or not. Why? Because you took initiative in your life. You began to write a book on your own. You may at this point be even looking for, a publishing services family that can help you with the services needed to get that book distributed and printed. Other than that, self-publishing looks just like I said. You are practically putting that first foot forward, deciding that you want to write a book. You already know what the topic is. You already know the goal or who or what you're trying to inspire when you write that book. Crown Publishing Content exists in case, once again, you need those services like illustration, formatting, editing, and things like that to help bring your book alive. If you would like to learn more about our services to assist authors and entrepreneurs, on the entrepreneur side, we're talking about promo, marketing on our podcast show, maybe marketing your book in our bookstore, our new bookstore platform for self-published authors, things like this that we know entrepreneurs, would love or probably love to take advantage of in 2022 and moving forward, okay? You're going to visit my website, www.contentcrownpublications.com, where you find more information about how we operate, okay? But no worries, as usual, I'll be leaving the link to my website and my booking link, in case you're interested in a publishing services coordination consultation with me. Everybody's first consultation is absolutely free because I believe you deserve the opportunity to know whether our services are even going to be a good fit for you or not, especially if you're a self-published author or a established author just looking for a new route, a new path when it comes to authorship, okay? And then on the entrepreneur side, it's the same thing. If you have a small business or you provide a product or service of your own and you'd like to, learn more about how we might be able to help you, you can save some money during this inflation. That consultation link is going to be for you guys to book a 30-minute consultation. Find out if our services are even going to be a help to you, okay? From our prices to how our packages look, okay? And then as far as you guys that are just looking for promo, either to promote your channel, promote your services, your business, your work, your nonprofit organization, we are interviewing people, entrepreneurs on our live podcast show, Crown Content Publications. We are on most major platforms, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those good things. Those promotions, up to 25-minute interviews, are absolutely free, only for the year of 2022. I don't know if I've been clarifying that on my social medias, is where I pretty much target and kind of get most of the people that have been on our show lately. But I'm going to start announcing that right here on the YouTube channel as well, because not every podcast show is doing this for free, y'all. Like letting you market and advertise and promote and just talk about yourself and your work a little bit to the public on major platforms for free. So all we ask is that you support our platforms, that you download, subscribe to our podcast channel. That link will also be in the description section, okay, guys? Podcasting is not new, of course, for anybody. It's a part of business I decided to incorporate in the Crown Publishing Content platform, because if our slogan is where publishing and marketing meet, I had the publishing all day long, but I was like, how are we going to work this marketing thing, guys? So everybody, if you're looking at your business plan every 6 months like you're supposed to, every 3 months, which are business consultations. We talk to people about this too. You know, you'll easily see for yourself what you can do, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you need to tweak, especially during the pandemic. A lot of us had to tweak our services, our business hours, our places of business, okay? So you're not the only one out there. If you do feel that way, they feel like, man, I sure have had to change my business a lot. It's probably because society itself has changed. Okay, so if you saw the title of this video, which I have several topics I am going to go ahead and cover this beautiful Mother's Day weekend of 2022, where it's like, I want to ask the question. I want to start uplifting our black women, our melanated, our black culture, Afrocentric culture, tied women in society today. So the question, if you saw it, my topic question, are black women, not just black women, because we know black women have been targeted for a long time. So this is going to be a deep discussion. Trigger warning, because some of y'all, and it's not a trigger warning for women, but some of y'all, we just notice like things have gotten real eerie. People, men, we're supposed to be the sensitive ones. So then we get called out for being sensitive. But if I'm not mistaken, a woman's whole build-up from the estrogen to what makes her a woman, we're sensitive. Oh yeah, we're sensitive. But what I feel like is happening, y'all, let me get off black women for a second, because I said black independent women. Black independent women being targeted. By who? We're not going to go that deep. What I'm going to bring to the table on this video topic session today is how we notice we're being targeted. Because if y'all just want black women to sit around like sitting ducks and rocks and not be able to tell what's going on in their lives, it's too late for that. Yeah, we've been from the oppression of 400 years. And then I'm also about to talk about, I guess I can call it part 2 to this one right here. It's going to be called the topic of historical queenship, leadership in the black community. Before black people were citizens of the United States, it was very much in our tribes. It was very much in our historical culture. And not just black women, because now I'm finna touch on it, but this will be more discussed on part 2. You had many women who ruled whole dynasties, from Africa to Asia to Russia. Yeah, these other cultures know about the history I'm about to touch on in part 2 when it comes to queenship. You have many, have y'all not seen the most recent movie? I think it came out in 2020, 2019. Now these were about white queens, of course. White queens who ruled. White queens who ruled, and sometimes without a king, because when it's a bloodline type of deal, you can become a queen many ways. Once again, I'm saving that for the part 2 segment. Yeah, if it's like royalty, some do become queens that way. Some are selected to be queens, which is still a possibility today. Y'all just don't choose to go research like that. There are still kings living on this earth today. And black men have the audacity to think we should lower our standards to it's whole kings and princes. Okay, presidents, mayors, senators out here. And black women get chose. They still get chose. I just don't know what world our men are in right now. And let me calm down for a second so I can stay on topic, because it kind of irritates me. We know I'm sensitive anyway. I'm a woman. But it irritates me for people to only go study something. Like me, as an author, I've already made that up in my mind. I would never just study something to use it as a weapon against somebody. Manipulation is real. It doesn't matter who doesn't want to agree and testify and pretty much, you know what I mean, admit. Because y'all quick to say facts. Boy, that's a trend today. Everybody, facts, facts, facts. Now let's talk facts. Let's talk facts, and how sometimes even when the facts are right in front of us, because I'm about to name a few on this segment today, titled, Are Independent Black Women Becoming Targets? A fact is, like I said, in history alone, a lot of black women led, LED, by themselves with no man at all. That's just a fact. that's a fact. To say something is mentally or emotionally or socially wrong with her because she knows how to run a dynasty smoothly by herself is off, black men. So yeah, she has the human right. She has the human right to have her standards any way she wants them to if she has built a whole kingdom, a whole dynasty, a whole business, since this is called independent black women. Now, that's like history when we talk about there were a lot of queens. Y'all wouldn't believe it, and I got them written down for my part 2 in the research I've done. There were a lot of queens who ruled without a king. Like I said, dynasty and royalty is a whole nother ball game. But y'all say y'all know where we come from. Y'all say y'all know that we used to own land and territory. Y'all say y'all know that I'm a king and she's a queen or she's not a queen. If you're gonna call yourself a queen, if you're gonna call yourself a king, at least do the bare minimum. Do me a favor and go research how royalty really works. Okay? Go even research your bloodline, because you might find out your royalty. That's another topic. When it comes to the black community, because we're the only culture on the globe right now who has been separated from their true lineage, from their true history, from their true land of functioning. Okay, so boom, our black independent women being targeted. Today's date marks, I believe it is March 9th, May, because we just talked about Mother's Day, but May 9th, 2022. Let me check and make sure, y'all. Sorry, y'all. It's May 7th. May 7th. It's not Mother's Day today. I just went ahead and said Happy Mother's Day to y'all out there because it's sometime going forward in this week. Yeah, I don't have to keep up with Mother's Day. Let me speak on that too, because like I was at the store yesterday. It's all love, y'all. Like, I'm at the store and I found myself, I think it did offend 2 guys. It is what it is, because I'm me naturally. And I don't feel right living a certain way because a man or a woman or somebody told me it makes them more comfortable. No. The way this works, you let your light shine. You be who you are, regardless of who it offends. I'm talking about I probably got offended family members right now because I didn't choose a certain way in life. I got offended old friends I used to hang with because I didn't do something they wanted to. This is real in the black community. We got it bad. I already did a segment titled Crab in a Bucket Mentality. Oh, I just want to have this opinion because them 10 brothers got it. If people scared to be themselves, y'all, I'm coming from a place where imagine being a millennial. Imagine being a young person looking for true leadership, looking for somebody you can trust. As a mentor, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I'm talking about, man, the people in the power of positions today that actually have the platforms, that actually have the power, the pull, the resources to give us more precise, concise, what word could I use? To be the leaders we need. They're not taking the responsibility, and then they turning around trying to shut the people up. Yeah, they'll cover it up saying, well, you're a woman, you shouldn't talk. That's called intimidation. That's called being sexist. They quick to say somebody's feminist. I'm a female. I'm supposed to be walking around here trying to feel, act, and do as a man. No, I'm feminine. The problem is we have too many men that are the same way. You can't be feminine and masculine at the same time. But let's talk about the independent black woman for a second. Because when something like removing fathers from the home, penitentiary percentages of black men in that system increasing, but y'all want to talk about, oh, well, they don't mind us calling them this or that in a rap song. They don't mind twerking to this and that. Right. Music is probably the music in the black culture, because I just asked the question, why or are black independent women being targeted? We knew that wasn't the case when Young Webby came on the song, and there was a whole wave then. Hold on, y'all, because boys, y'all know what I've been hearing lately. It was a whole wave then in the early 2000s, 2005, 2006 for a man to come on the radio, a black man, and say, INDEPENDENT. R&B. And then he asked a question after that. You Webby fans know where I'm going with this. He asked a question. He said, do you know what that mean, man? I don't think he was talking to the woman. He said, man, do you know what they mean, man? The lyrics literally say this. Whether he wrote the lyrics, whether his producer wrote the lyrics, and somebody, and the producer's working for somebody, because if y'all don't think that this music is orchestrated to affect our society at this point somehow, you're crazy. Or you need to go listen to it some more. Not just Webby's music. Just look at the music from the early 90s to now, the early 2000s to now, and literally how society looks right now. And you'll notice what I'm talking about. Not just that, I'm talking about R&B too, pop culture, all the music in general. Yeah, it's gospel too, because you got a lot of gospel artists ain't even living the words that they say. One thing I respect about the rappers, baby, they living what they talking about. I mean, I might not agree with how they living, okay? But y'all like saying the word facts, right? It's a trend. Facts. These rappers living what they talking about in them lyrics, whether from snitch level to gangster level to what they'll do if they feel disrespected, to how much money they got. They not lying. What they went through in the gutters and the trenches, how they paid mama rent and bills when daddy wasn't there, another black man. Oh, they lyrics is real and they living them. All I'm saying is with the gospel artists, I have studied music as a whole. With those artists, they're probably not living every word of their lyrics. Okay? I was finna speak on a certain one, but I'm not, but he is black. And it's like, bro, you came up off the black community with a song like Stone. Like, these songs back then in the early 90s was pride for black people, because it wasn't just about Christianity and God and faith. It was about keeping your integrity, knowing who you are regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of what's... I'm sorry, I'm real, y'all. I'm a 90s baby. I happen to be a female. You see it. I happen to be a female. Don't get mad at me. Who do y'all blame for how we come out, what we come out as? The universe? For you non-God believers out there? Who do y'all blame for what I was born as and when I was born, or that I was born at all? See, people think they so powerful, baby, but when it come to questions like that, you think your mama could control black man that you was gonna be a son or a female? She couldn't. Yeah, she just couldn't find out to that 5th month what sex she was pregnant with or not. Okay. So yeah, boom. This music, this gospel music, a lot of people clinged on to because it's deeper, like I said, than like, oh, they believe in the Bible because she's listening to a church song. Do y'all not know black oppression to black people is real? Yeah, it's people in the penitentiary listening to the gospel music. They didn't even listen to it on the street. Baby, they trying to keep this up here and this right here through hardship. Through things other cultures couldn't even imagine. They want to look like us. They want to talk like us. They want everything about us but the suffering that comes with being us. Black women, independent black women. They don't know what you had to go through to start that hair salon, young black lady. They don't know what you had to go through, and it was probably 10 more hoops than a white woman, because that's what white privilege is. Yeah, I'm not here, and everybody know Arthur Tedasheri is not racist, baby. I was raised in white school. Hey, that's a for those of y'all that didn't know that, surprise! Yeah, they know me. They know me. In the Black History Month programs, I started at school, and I was probably the 3% black person in the school. They, that's why I say my perception will always be different, because every white person did not treat me like black people do. Sorry if that feels like so. It's so funny, y'all. Like, we looked at funny for going to mixed business with white, Hispanics, and all of this black women, right? You can't take that from her if she got something on her, like an aura on her, like where she just get along with people. Boy, they gonna say any and everything, black women. You a hoe, you this, you that, because you don't have that fur on you to branch out and do things that people in your earlier generations couldn't do. And then what sickens me, Cause when we start talking about independent black women, since I'm on the subject, y'all, Cardi B, there was an article posted recently where, and I don't even know if she's full black, but let me speak on this really quick. An article was put out here that said, I said, it was just funny, like, girl, it just looked like so much distraction right now, black ladies. Pay attention. You got this man slapped on stage trying to defend a wife, right? At the end of the day, regardless of what this woman was doing, the will or what, we're not saying that women shouldn't treat men with respect. And then you're not finna sit here and judge every black woman off of Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith relationship. Sorry, media, if that was the agenda, I gotta speak up. That's stupid. Anybody who mind went there like, man, yeah, I'm finna look at black women funny as hell because, you know, we were looking stupid. Oh, because they're celebrities. We all know, though, before August Alsina, we know that man and woman been together for a long time. We talking about black love. And ain't now one perfect black love story. I ain't heard one yet. What makes that relationship perfect in the black community, guys, is how much that couple can bounce back from. How many times they have split up and came back together. Not saying that's always healthy, but in the black community, I have seen 30, 40, 50-year marriages staying strong. And the real ones that stood strong, they gonna tell you, yeah, my man cheated a few times. Yeah, me and my woman had a few arguments. I put my hands on her back in the early 80s and 70s. Like, you know, they had to overcome things, whether it was with therapy or, you know, fighting to stay together for their children. There are many different reasons and ways that black love has overcame suffering and oppression. Oh, yeah, we got back together even though he spent 10 years in the penitentiary. Yeah, we got back together even though he slept with my cousin over there and the whole family know about it. I know married couples, black couples that are surviving these type of circumstances, but all y'all can think to talk about is Will Smith and Jada, and then everybody's supposed to be convinced in the black community that the black woman ain't shit. Boy, y'all wrong. No. I'm not even through though. So yeah, man, these publicists be stupid. And with me trying to go the direction of writer, article, blog writer, publicist, yeah, y'all finna experience something new, because to me, most of our media influencers are only about clout. They only about what everybody agrees with. That's why Kevin Samuels was so popular. Something that tickles everybody's flesh. I already did a segment titled Measure of Pleasure, because pleasure ain't gonna always be worth it. And yes, my respect goes out to him and his family, but it's like, this is exactly what I'm talking about with pleasure, black community. They've taught us and conditioned us to love pleasure more than pain. That's a fact, because like we have endured so much pain. That's already a fact. And we endure pain on a daily basis if we don't look at the measure of pleasure in our life. But see, all I was trying to explain is there are healthy pleasures and there are unhealthy pleasures. And boom, we all just seen how he left her. So y'all can play with y'all life how you want to. I'm not finna play with mine for no clout, bro. I never will. Even if I did, I'm sitting here trying to recall the time, man. I know exactly where all my pain and suffering came from as a black woman. And the only thing I can really put my finger on it to call it is the fact that I wasn't always down with what, like, slave times is over. I don't care if it was my family trying to do it, my friends, my homegirls, baby daddy, husband. If you are the type of person that cannot respect me having an opinion in this world, me thinking for myself, why was I born with a brain and I'm just you supposed to pay me enough money to give you my brain? I can't operate like that. You supposed to pay me enough money to give you my body. I can't operate like that. So call it what y'all want to. Y'all saying, well, the strippers got more sense, they this and that. I mean, humans have really been disoriented to me. Let me stay on topic here, man, because like, yeah, they calling evil good and good evil, and it's right in y'all face and y'all can't see it. So because a woman don't want to operate her life like that. No, if the love is here in my life, I want it to be real. I don't want to be paid for my body. I don't want to be paid for my mind. I don't want to be paid for my soul. That's how y'all operate. in black community, I'm so disappointed. So I can only imagine, because y'all claim y'all can call ancestors and that they still have consciences and things. I can only imagine how they feel, because I'm walking around here living, and this is how I feel. I think for a second my ancestors went through everything they went through for me to be a sitting duck, rock, quiet, letting people buy my mind, buy my soul, buy my being with some paper? With a paper currency. I wouldn't care if it's Bitcoin. You can't buy me. So, some of us, we gonna get it how we live while we live, but money is not all that some of us want people to know about us when we leave here. Mr. Samuels, different story. Maybe he wanted people to know, hey, I was a cheat man. You gotta pay for this about me, that about me. To me, as a woman, I don't trust a man that can be bought. Period, point blank. I don't trust a man who whole makeup is about money, because to me, if you willing to take $1 for this, for that, or for your respect, you will take $1 for anything. But you want us to believe y'all on there hanging out. The celebrities done already told us, the black ones, hey, yeah, a few of us, we had to do this and that to get that record deal. That's what I'm talking about. And y'all mad because a lot of black women is not. We rather go get it on our own. That's why I say is independent black women being targeted. Y'all don't want to talk about the fact that we was left alone. A lot of us was left alone with kids. Y'all came up with any and every reason that you did it. We didn't tell you to go choose the penitentiary route. We didn't tell you to go choose the gang life. We didn't tell you to go choose a whole nother household when you knew you had kids over here. Okay? But this is what y'all chose. Some women are more sensitive about it. That's why they get on Facebook and they doing all of this. And black men, well, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to see that. So you don't want to look at yourself, but you think you finna take a black woman and set her in front of the mirror like she don't know who she is. Now, I'm sorry, buddies. Some of us had our uncles there, our papas there, our brothers there, nephews. Yeah, and they gave us all the love we needed. Your son, too, for those of you who had sons and chose not to be there. Because if it wasn't for the woman's family half the time, that independent black woman's family, your child, your very seed would be lost right now. You sit here and come up with reasons to resent a black woman who does not fear to be independent. That is crazy. Let a white woman go start a business. A Hispanic woman go start a business. A Native woman start a business. Nobody has a problem with it. Ain't nobody saying nothing. And as a matter of fact, her whole family gonna support it. A Native woman, a Hispanic woman, boy, yeah, they gonna support it. They hard workers, and ain't nobody talking down on how the women in the Hispanic, black men in the Hispanic culture. Nobody is talking down on the Hispanic women for going to work over 80 hours a week. They don't look at that as mannish. They don't look at it as masculine. They look at it as hard work. They trying to build something when it comes to their culture. When they come over here, they don't forget that they're Mexican. When they come to the Americas, they don't forget what their culture is. They don't forget how they stand for one another. They just moved. Now they settled somewhere new. And they know what they want. Oh, boy, a black woman go start a business. Boy, it's 10 people in secret looking boy, we gotta find out a plot. We gotta find out a way. Ain't no way we can let her stand on her 10 toes because it intimidates us. I was the one walked out the house. I'm the one didn't pay child support. I'm the one didn't, called a hoe or whatever. I'm putting this on her name, snapping pictures where I can to make her look bad. Videos. I just want to talk real because I'm tired of people acting in. I'm tired of I didn't say that black men are targeting black women. I said, are independent black women being targeted? The same ones the housing authority say, they gonna tell a black woman quick, we better not find a man in your house. They gonna tell a black woman quick, if you want this food stamps, if you want this TANF, this Medicaid, I don't know what other channels y'all gonna find that's gonna talk about it real, but why is we playing like this stuff is not going on? Because I'm gonna get back to Cardi B in a minute. Y'all thought I forgot what I brought up? I didn't forget. To get this assistance, which a lot of people that are on the level they on today, if they telling y'all they never had to have food stamps, they mama never had, they lying. Some of y'all mamas had to get food stamps. Shut up. Some of y'all, some of y'all daddies worked the workforce program to get that job at the railroad station. Everybody, you didn't just do everything on your own. Then some of y'all, things were just passed down. That's why you're fortunate. So I definitely see the difference. I definitely can tell a humble person from somebody who everything was just handed to them, and as long as they had a good resume, baby, they give what they need. I could have joined sororities, fraternities, all that stuff a long time ago. It's all, baby, when I say life is about choices, and sometimes because you choose to stand on your own 2 feet, or you say, no, I don't want to make this choice, I don't want to make that choice. Sometimes I just did it to test people, just to expose the narcissistic tendencies in them. Anything like intimidation, humiliation, spite, a defamation. When you get on that level with somebody just because they won't agree with you about something, their opinion is different from you, they won't go where you want them to go, they won't dress how you want them to dress, you are officially an abuser. Abuser is not just like hitting somebody. You're still hitting them when you are defamation, when you are trying to silence them, and you actually, that's called a verb. Silencing somebody, I'm an author, right? We talk about verbs, adverbs, adjectives, nouns. A lot of y'all trying to tell a black woman what to do don't know the difference between an adjective, a vowel, a pronoun. Do you even remember? You can text something weird, you can post something weird, but when it comes to literature as a whole, do you read? Do you know your black women's history? Not just because it goes further back than slavery. It goes further back. And it surprises me how many people didn't know black women real life had, not just in Egypt. I just named Asia, Russia, Saudi Arabia, like queens and princesses are a real thing, and these people are in leadership, and they dynasties don't play about. So you say, well, these black women just calling themselves queen. I don't see no real kingdoms around it, so I don't see why I have to respect it. What I'm trying to have y'all to look at is that every other culture on this globe, they I can't say that because, respecting a woman is a personal choice. I just feel like disrespect, because y'all didn't like being slaves, y'all didn't like the segregation period, you just didn't like being treated different, you still don't today, just for the color of your skin. So why would you sit there and put that same agenda on somebody just because they're a black woman? That was my only disagreement with Mr. Samuels. I mean, bro, racist comes in many forms. It comes in many forms. It ain't always just because of a person's color of skin. How you gonna talk about what the white man took you through? How they oppressed you? How you just probably in the past 70 years had rights of equality to even move like a white man? You just got to that level, and your ancestors contributed to that coming forth in this country. Boy, I'm disappointed. But that's why I say, if I talk like this and I feel like this, I don't care who try. Let me think for myself. I don't know who these ancestors y'all think y'all talking to, but if they not on y'all ass, that ain't your ancestor. It's something. It's some spiritual dark thing you're tampering and messing with, but it ain't your ancestor. And I'm only speaking on this because, this is black culture now, right? Everybody off into new age spirituality, talking to their ancestors, being led by spirit guides. Boy, these spirit guides not telling y'all that. What is they telling y'all? Because society is only getting worse. And then, I'm not even on domestic violence yet. And how in the black community, oh my God, only black men see that it's cute. They promote it in their songs. I slap a bitch, I slap her, I do. They promote it in their songs. Like, well, I ain't heard too many rap songs. Sorry, Chris Brown, you did one recently, where he's like, get your degree, get your bag up. Yeah. Y'all not out here fighting Chris Brown when he's telling women, and he has his history. It's time to boss up, get your money up. That was something like an elevation to love to the black woman, but don't sit here and neglect your responsibility for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and then turn around and say, well, before trying to heal them, before trying to take accountability or responsibility for how we have affected women, we just gone down. It's the laziest, funniest, disrespected, but y'all come on here and say, boy, they being disrespectful, they not human no more, because they laughing. They're not laughing that he died. We're laughing at the ironic, the very, very strict ironic part and point of how this man left this earth. Okay? Nobody thought it was funny though. I mean, people still made their jokes. See, but they was a little more sensitive to Whitney Houston because she wasn't out here downing black women. If anything, black women saw what she was being put on too. Boy, I'm hot, but I gotta stay light, so I can try to get this out. Cause we supposed to just be bitter and retarded, and no, y'all mad now because every black woman is not that. So all them facts y'all saying y'all speaking, they not facts. They not facts. I don't know what type of women. What y'all do is y'all go get these young babies that can barely think for that. You ain't gave them no time to grow. You ain't gave them no time to learn nothing. It's called experience, dating experience, life experience, financial experience. You ain't gave them no time to do that. You already trying to get in their bed. So I'm doing a different segment on that too, because that needs to stop. A woman just ran a man over, y'all. Well, he's on trial. He's coming up on trial with something, but she comes home and catch this man. He wasn't black. It's just a example. She catch this whole grown 40-year-old man in a bed with her 7-year-old daughter. Now, the women in the groups that I'm in, that we discuss them and stuff, they like, the only thing she messed up, they applauded her for how far she went. Because, you don't know what you'll do when you catch a grown man playing with your baby like that. But they're saying where she lacked responsibility, where she didn't do her part, was to had even left that baby with a man that, of course the man wasn't her daddy, but obviously they had been together long enough. They married. This is stepdaddy. They been, to where she felt like she could leave for a second and her baby was going to be okay. So, that had probably been going on, but you walk in on it. He didn't know you was coming back. He thought you was gone, so he was comfortable doing whatever he was doing. So, yeah, she took matters into her own hands. Once again, it wasn't a black man, it wasn't a black woman. So, we know that society is getting crazy as a whole when it comes to how y'all doing young people. And I would never respect that. I would never, any platform, I might not be blessed like that yet, let me get a large following and platform. I would never advocate your value being based off money, boy. How is your value based off? That's why they get mad at me, like, or I'm supposed to be this or that because I didn't charge a nigga. I didn't put a price tag on his head, my head, baby. My value is a little deeper than money. But to me, it be more, and I'll speak on it when the time right. It just expose what people really feel about you, how they really look at you as a woman. Pretty much goods, like not as a human, and that's showing through the way kids is being abused out here by men, black men too. Whether you been caught yet or not, but R. Kelly was caught recently. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So sorry, I was trying to pause this real quick. I just thought I would clear this up really quick. I hate that I do video pauses because I forget what I was last talking about. But people know that man, Mr. Samuels, had a right to his opinion. We know that, especially black women. We're not stupid sitting rocks, like I said. It's that people have a right to disagree. They have a right to disagree. So if your motive is to get angry and bash and actually begin to target black women who disagree, that's a problem. That shows more about your character than it does whatever you're trying to say about the black woman. Now let me talk about something I personally disagree with it. It's like I just said, everybody value to them is not cash money. Maybe they know their history, so they know their value. I'm talking about as a black woman. They know their history. They know that even if they're not trying to get 100% back to what their tribes were on, the women in those tribes, what kingdoms look like in that time, it just shows the capacity, the human capacity of women at one point. I'm talking about black women in their culture. The way they were respected, the way they were protected, the way they served the men. Okay? Whew. Like, to me, sometimes things are not a problem until you got somebody that's saying it's a problem. But, like, where's the facts? Where's the evidence? Repopulation and recreation has been happening since the beginning of time. Why would somebody come out the woodworks and say, you know, well, she ain't really real if she don't charge you for her time. She not really real if she don't charge you for this and that and that and that and that. It's no way around it, black woman. And y'all wondering why we become independent? It's no way around it, black woman. Y'all hear me out? It's like you charge for everything about you. Now you're a gold digger. You asking them to help you provide for the household or something. Now you still a gold digger. You go to the strip club though, which they gon' put it like that's not decreasing your value, but it when we say value outside of money, it is. That's why a real man, he might not marry a stripper, he might not take her serious, you know, unless he got some type of motive or agenda with that woman, which is probably the bag he sees he can make off that woman. But just to say, like, to me, y'all, the agenda is to use women to make money, and I don't like the eerie feeling of the possibility of it. Using black women just to be a bag. When she's sitting here showing y'all the type of one-man army she can be. Like, that's literally in our history. Queens running whole kingdoms with no king until she gets married. That means he's married into the kingdom, or she finds another level of royalty, you know, somebody already in royalty to marry. But that's how they used to look. That's how they used to look. These people, they select certain individuals into these kingdoms for a reason. They looking at your bloodline. They looking at, you know, y'all capabilities, your talents, your skills. These are why people were selected to work in palaces, to work in kingdoms, to work for the king. Whether it was a chef or what, even if you wasn't in the royal family, you were respected if you had a job in the palace. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's goals and ambitions are different. There's people that work in the White House, they're respected. Not all of them. I mean, times like these, not all of them. Let me get back to what I was explaining about Cardi B real quick. She comes out and makes a public statement saying that she feels like God cursed her with fame. And it's people, where do I start with this? Because I think y'all think I'm going to start on the God part. It ain't even that part about the statement. It's people out here hungry, being displaced in Ukraine. People out here starving, number one. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how they gonna pay their rent this month, next month. Don't know how their kids gonna eat next week. But you feel like God cursed you with fame? That's crazy, right? See, fame is just fame. You can become viral. You can go viral these days for anything. They don't, you know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with who you are, your intelligence level, your skills, like what you can bring to society. And I don't think black men understand that too. When you're looking at an independent black woman that can actually do something beneficial for society, to me that's successful. Just being another part of the trend of twerking and being a sex idol, to me is not bringing anything to society. But more kids coming up missing, more rapes, more molestations. Like, that's what sexualizing women is doing to our children. That's why we didn't like what he was preaching. That's why we have a problem with the whole LGBT agenda. Okay? Like, and that's why a lot of us did speak up for Will Smith on that level, because we just felt like, man, that's not something we see a lot in the black community. Facts are facts. You know what I'm saying? Men just out there getting down for their woman. And a lot of y'all admitting it. Like, oh, she better be this and that and that. Like, bro, y'all value only got to do with money. I'm seeing strippers out here more respected. Anyways, the fame part, y'all, like, she said, God, just go Google it. I don't have no reason to bring up no fake article out here. Okay, God cursed her with fame. Like, this is just a fact, though, y'all. The lady have already come out on wide world news media showing pictures. Like, she's never hid that she indulges in Santeria. Go research Santeria and you tell me what they got to do. What does that have to do? What does that have to do? Where is God in it? You know, practically you doing rituals, you doing a bunch of different stuff, and then you admit it, you feel like Santeria played a part in your fame. Yeah, a lot of y'all is willing to sell your souls, whatever you're doing. Rituals, giving up this, giving up that. That's your value. Anybody don't want to hear it, that's too bad. That's your value. Whatever you going to play with in secret to bring you what you want in life. Then you got the nerve to come and try to intimidate people with what you want. You got the nerve to try to come silence people with what you want. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, get it how you live. But those independent black women that's choosing to stand on their own 2 feet and do things for themselves and actually put in what they call hard work, which is still a thing out here, still take the longer way around because they're not with what every Tom, Dick, and Harry is on. Yeah, so they willing to go through routes and avenues to get to where they need to go. Y'all know in real life, there's more than one way to get to one destination. I might not choose to take the popular way. You see what I'm saying? I might not choose to go talk to witch doctors and Santerias and or give up all my brain, soul, and mind to a man to get it. That might not be, and I might have tried that route. It only took me one time, maybe a couple times to see. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't the route for me. Maybe that was for some women. Her sugar daddy paid her way through college. Her husband supported her through nursing school. Her grandpa gave her and she inherited his big house and 3 cars. That's not everybody. Everybody's story is different. My point is there's more than one way to get to fame, Cardi B, if you didn't know that. It's probably not a comfortable life living as a stripper, but I heard she was a very successful one before the fame. So how much more attention did you need, young lady? How much more money did you need? Okay, so you put it out there. Look, I got this skill. I don't just strip. I don't just dance. I got this skill where I can rap. I'm lyrical or whatever she felt like she had going on. She brought that to the table, and you still look at the mentalities. Like, I'm not picking on her because she's a black woman, but don't they seem something crazy to say, like, God cursed me with fame? This is how confused the young people in the society, because Cardi B ain't that much older than me, y'all. She might be a little younger. And if she was my sister, I would be like, why would you go on that? Do what you want to do, but why would you go on national television and say that? Like, bro, people is out here hungry, wishing they one day just get a taste of what you got. But I'm not one of them because, once again, I don't know what all Cardi B had to do to get to where she at. But y'all intimidated by the ones that's willing to take the long route, that's actually willing to stay out of crime, out of trouble, out of abusive relationships to get it. Because, like I said, abusive is not just physical hands touching you. Abusive can be somebody constantly intimidating, somebody constantly harassing, stalking you because they are uncomfortable with your whole, yeah. Are independent black women being targeted? It's my question. The day she said, I done found a niche that I can do for myself. I ain't asking mama for nothing no more. I ain't asking daddy for nothing no more. I ain't asking grandpa. I'm not even finna ask no nigga. I don't care how successful of a man he is. I want to get this myself. Why do black women that choose that route become targets? Are they becoming targets? Are they becoming targets? And if so, why? Leave your opinion in the comments, okay? And I'm not just one that's talking. I'm starting foundations out here, programs to help women in general, not just black women. But something like me feeling like independent women are becoming targets did inspire me to more love on my women, and I've never been gay a damn. I don't have no reason to lie or try. I just never had like that type of interest. I've had whole men walk away from relationships because he felt like, we grown, you won't get down like this for me. Sorry, no, not because it's popular, not because every other girl you was with did it. It's just not my preference. That's what I'm talking about. Now you become a target. Now he mad when he see you move on and another man was willing to accept your preference. Like, look, I want men and men only. I don't like third party. Nothing in my relationship. Now you somewhere jealous. Now you somewhere hating. Now you somewhere doing all this. Baby daddies out there too. Not mine, I'm talking about in general. You doing all that, bro, but somebody with a mind gonna say, didn't you help make that baby? Nigga, how you feel about her mama really doesn't matter. How you feel about how she raised that child and you ain't around don't matter. I'm not one of them women, when men meet me and tell me the story about their kids, you finna make me look at her different or I'm not gonna feel more confident in your life. I know who I am as a woman. I'm not gonna feel more confident in your life just because you sitting here bashing your baby mama to me. I'm looking at what type of father you are, regardless, because you made that decision. That's the type of woman you chose to birth your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Same thing go with women, but women, what I'm saying, when y'all sit here, that ain't fixing the problem either. You sitting here bashing another woman with this man, and you weren't even there when they conceived the baby. Man, you sitting up here bashing this ex-dude with her, but you wasn't there when they got married. You wasn't there when he proposed to her. You wasn't there when he bought the ring. So it's like, it's really all irrelevant. Know what you want. Know what you want. And then, look, y'all, if people really knew what they wanted, they wouldn't have time to worry about what you got going on. They'd be so busy chasing what they want, boy, it'd be ridiculous. It's going to show, and they busy because they chasing what they want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying something without saying something. Now, if it ain't happening, and then I can't even say that. I know it's happening. I know black independent women are being targeted. Them, their children, anything that makes her, that they feel like makes her, they want to try to break it. So they can't use relationships with me no more. I watch, I'm so careful, like, you say you want to date or what, I really don't even take it serious, to be honest. Like, just like these men I don't take it serious, but it's like, the manipulation out here is real, y'all. Protect your mind, protect your heart, protect your soul, because that's what they want. And a psychologist is going to tell you that, like, it's hard to manipulate people without control over them somehow. So they always looking for a way, like looking for something they think I can use or I need, so they can put that over my head and say, well, this is how I feel like you should be. This is how I feel like you should speak. This is how I feel like, you should view the world, how you should look at men. Men, if you knew your value, you wouldn't have to. Why would you have to speak on it unless somebody asked you, Mr. Samuels? Like, you know your value, okay. Nobody really cares but the women that are after you, so tell them how you feel. But to try to change a whole society's a whole race of black men perception on the black woman is what I disagree with, and always will. Any man on that. I know too many women out here that lost their lives behind possessive, jealous, manipulative men. So to play like that's not real is stupid. And it's very bad in the black community. Any low income, I'm going to say any low income culture, and we talking about it as a whole, not saying that all black people is just low income. Y'all, I know firsthand they not. It's black doctors. This is 2022. Black bank owners. I'm talking about black owned. It's some black owned businesses out here, and a lot of them, they waited till after they built their fortune, after they built their empires, after they became successful to even think about relationships. And I see why now. And then that probably wasn't easy. They couldn't take nobody serious because people just looking at what that's what I'm saying. Why would I teach somebody that value is only what they money they make, what come with them? Y'all see why a lot of celebrities only date celebrities? Have y'all ever noticed that? They know that if they just try to go, sometimes it works out. You got a lot of them that did marry commoners And that's what brought that young lady up. That's what brought that young man up. But it's not. It's very rare that a rich person goes and marry a commoner because they fear being used for their quote unquote value, being used for their money. Like, I will never in life teach my daughters like first of all, you always gonna know a way to get it yourself. Okay. Everybody's goal in life is not to be filthy rich, and hopefully I done built the empire that you can just take over. Everybody love to show empire, boy, but in real society, in the black community, boy, you become a target if you're a black woman and they see that that's really your goal, like you trying to build that. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna get a whole bunch of, well, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? What can I do to help? What you need? No, it's always some type of manipulative tactic. You know what I'm saying? To bring you off the level of empire and get you on the level where you gotta see all your flaws. Like, I've never in life, I don't feel like I've never needed help seeing not me. Some of us come from real insecure anxiety, social anxiety. Like, we just didn't, we didn't see ourselves the way we see ourselves today. I think a lot of you women can agree. Maybe you didn't. I still wouldn't let nobody take nothing from me because of that. That just shows you're oh, okay, I see where she hurting it. I see where she's weak. I see where she's vulnerable. Let me see where she is. Like, I don't know. I'm just reminding people, and men be sitting here trying to play like they don't play these games, bro. Black men. It's too many rape cases out here, y'all. It's too many molestation and incest going on out here, y'all. Too many men behind bars right now, black men, because they raped somebody, bro. Like, if that ain't a sign of aggression and possession, I don't know what it is. So to me, it's not that, because they quick to say, boy, we disrespectful because we spoke on when in the past decade did a big social media influencer die and people not gonna say something? That's question number one. Who do y'all think y'all are? That man, to me, it's still all for clout. You're not finna get nothing for saying you supported or what. You gonna live your life. You still gonna be whoever you are in secret, because none of us know who we are in secret. That's why spies exist. People trying to get me big, see who you are in secret, and they hate when all they find out in secret is you a businessman. You a businesswoman. Like, you really about your business. All they can do then is try to find ways to, side swipe you, short stop you, see where you coming up short, and set you up, because it's already happened. That's why a lot of rich people, they end up in court. Y'all just seen Amber Heard, and because somebody's always somebody always gonna do that. They don't stop when you get to your highest level of success. I know it now, and I'm not there yet. I better pay attention now. Oh, okay, so this is how these go. As a black woman, I better pay attention. This how this go. Just maybe a century ago, a century or two ago, they didn't even want me reading a book. They didn't even want, what I'm saying? Women rights, we had to fight for whole right, and that wasn't just black women. Because when it comes to equality, it comes to equality. Now, y'all are going to want to click on my video I'm about to do about queenship, because these are facts. Y'all, once again, that's y'all trendy word, facts. You love saying it, facts. The fact is, when it comes to royalty, a queen and a king is pretty much, like, I literally went and looked this up. Is a king more valuable than a queen? Is a king more important than a queen? And every time, and this is in real dynasties. And I think Asia, they're called empresses and things like this, or the emperor, okay? And the way they work, and I went and researched this because people are quick to call themselves a black king, a black queen. Have you even researched royalty and how this works? Or you just like the title and you like the power that you want to come with calling yourself that? Do you really know how this works? Because in kingdoms, they don't abandon children. That's the bloodline lineage that's to take over when they gone. Okay? Yes, you had kings in history that had multiple wives. They had multiple children. Once again, all them children was taken care of. To me, this is deeper than financial. It's you have a kingdom mindset or you don't. And if you don't, stop calling yourself a queen. Stop calling yourself a king. Stop it. Because you ain't even You ain't even went and researched how this works, because it was very real. And some of y'all, like I said, are the bloodliners. It's how deep in research you're willing to go. You're willing to go about your family lineage bloodline. And everybody ain't did it, so it's stupid. Everybody ain't did it. They don't know past 400 years. They don't know where they come from. That's my point. But only artifacts in history does prove that we came from tribes. We came from powerful tribes that protected, served, and built their own baskets, their own hunted, their own food, independent. Are black independent women being targeted? Is history trying to begin to repeat itself through our own people? See, I can see, and it's like, I seen the last century, even if I didn't physically see it. I've read, I've studied, and it's like, when a people are fighting for equality in a land, I didn't see my ancestors, I didn't see the past generations of people here in the United States turn on women to get what they want. Oh boy, they getting desperate. They getting desperate, boy. So that's what it is. Don't blame her for becoming more independent. She don't trust you no more. They'll go talk about how the Moors and who betrayed who, and the white man betrayed who. But you can't see when you betraying your own. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Y'all need to find a different way. Because and it's showing. It's showing for other communities and cultures that don't know what I'm on right now. Just keep following me. You're going to see where I'm coming from when it comes to the black community. You've probably already seen it because you got a black buddy, a black friend, and they kind of tell you too. You saw it with the George Floyd thing, but this is how deep it is. They quick to stand up and say a black man got killed, this ain't right, woo, woo, woo. But where they at for their own in real life, in everyday walking life? Where they at? I'm not mad about it. I'd rather see the truth. But people hollering facts. People hollering facts. Now, I know personally every black man is not the same. My question is, where's the respect in return? Because every black woman is not the same. But when we talk about the culture as a whole, yes, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. People don't like talking about it as a whole. No, they just want to talk about the black woman and where she failed, where she went wrong, where things is not. Now, to me, there's a thin line between that and the manipulation and abuse that the black woman has continued to suffer. Once again, to me, walking out on a child you made with a whole woman, regardless of how that came about, is abuse. It's abuse to that child. It's neglect. And then it's just kind of like disrespectful, not the word. You showing that woman right there. A lot of them made up in their mind real quick. I'm through with black men a long time ago. So what? If nobody's preference has anything to do with me, that's why I'm really studying, like, is this happening right now? Black men all up in preferences. They want everybody to know this my preference now. I don't do black women. So your mama's still black, your sister's still black, your cousins, papa and them, they still black, baby. So you can go make as many biracial kids as you want to. So I'm not being funny. Nobody was saying nothing when y'all rapping. Black women supported that music. Black women supported that music. You right. But a lot of y'all wouldn't even be where you at today. I love my black celebrities that still respect black women, that are married to black women right now and have black children. But see, at the same way y'all hollering Mr. Samuels had a daughter and respect him, these black men already had black children, like Steve Harvey and Mike Epps. They got whole daughters out here. And this man is sitting here really trying to shape the mentalities of men and how they should. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to teach them. I guess that's their value. But like, what was his point with that? Because it's like, Mr. Samuels, these men already grown. You really call yourself rising up out the water like a shark, finna tell men how they should value themselves? As a man, I would have took that offensive. But do what y'all do. Do what y'all do. Don't get mad at women though, cause we didn't ask social media to be here, just like you men did we? Yeah, we didn't ask for Twitter and Instagram and Facebook to be made. This is more that I'm hoping I'm getting y'all to see. This is deeper than a black woman. Y'all crazy butts. This is deeper than that. We didn't ask for social media to be here. Before social media, the same stuff. My point is, the whole rap culture, black women have always supported y'all. We was the model in the videos. We was the front rows at the concerts. That's why I say, to me, people like the Temptations, the old school groups, when it come to music, they probably turning in their graves. Some of the passed on OJs, cause they know black women support them. Okay, we know that some of the big icons did have more fans than black people, but I'm gonna tell y'all, black women bought them concert tickets. Black women came to your shows. Stop saying that well, they listened to the music, they was okay with what we said. Let me tell y'all about that. They also invested in you. They was putting money on your books when you caught that charge, trying to act like Snoop Dogg and shit. Yeah, I can speak on it. Yeah, I done supported many on house arrest. Cause who gonna bring you some food? Who gonna call a barber over there to get your hair cut? Those that know. But it's all love. So it's like when it comes to my value and my worth, it's gonna be worth more than money. Cause clearly I didn't stop there in life. Like I didn't stop there and say, yeah man, I'ma just be with jailbirds all my life. The point is, I think just about every black woman has a whole story of supporting a black man. Y'all think we finna be quiet? Oh boy, y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. She let you trap at her house. Some of you black women, y'all need to read more of my Arthur Friends' books, okay? They're ghetto story books. They're hood street books. And then I might have a few coming going into 2023, for real. Yeah, because the real black women know. And women in general. I'm just saying, if you gonna talk on women, talk on women. Don't ever target the independent black one, because that's exactly what she is. When you in jail doing time, when you take off and go do all this other stuff you want to go do, when she gotta wait till you get your bag up, but whether her bag up or not, she still gotta take care of them kids. This is what I'm talking about with the black. I mean, them. So what? He was teaching them their value. Oh, that's why we finna talk about this on my queenship segment. Okay? See, they quick to call themselves kings, and we quick to call ourselves queens, but once again, like I done already called it out, y'all don't really understand how dynasties and royalty works. Because kids, at one point in time in history, I don't know what the hell is wrong with society today, but see, children was I know about a king. Some kings have come into rule at ages like 11, 12, 13 because, their father died. Who was next in seat? That child. And until that child is old enough to really, make decisions and call shots, they support this child a certain way. They making sure that this child is on certain game as far as wisdom and knowledge about the land that they own, about the military, about the territories. But y'all not doing this with y'all kids. Y'all abandoning them. So know your value. Know your value. Cat Samuels is right. Of course, what did I just say? Every black man is not the same. But the ones that hear me, they hear me. Kids was a sign of wealth. There were whole kings in history. They love just telling y'all about Mansa Musa. There were other kings. Yeah. Really, they would have a lot of kids back then too, because stop playing like this ain't a part of history, black folks. No woman has sat up and just made babies by herself. That's stupid. That is so dumb to say you gonna go live and spread seed everywhere and not take care of your kids. That is a sick mentality. That's sick. It's like, it just shows you don't know what you want. To me, you just gonna make whole beings around here and go do it. It doesn't matter what you say to twist that. I don't know if I said that, but that's what I see going on. That's a lot of how the manipulation is happening. I'm going to twist your words. I'm going to twist your thoughts. I'm going to twist your beliefs. You weak already in my eyes if you got to twist anything about my being to make yourself feel, to make your beliefs feel justified. That's how I feel. But I don't speak my mind every day. I'd rather save it for the books, you know. But my point is, kids were a sign and symbol of wealth once upon a time. I can't get with this new generation stuff, boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, like leaders that had a lot of kids, it was like a sign of wealth. Wealth was never just, when it come to real kingdomship, because y'all love calling yourself kings, wealth wasn't just the gold or the money or the land. It never had to do with just like currency stuff. Times have just changed. That true value, like Solomon, he had books, he had knowledge, he had access to certain things. That have nothing to do, it got to do with money a little bit, because if he wanted to, he could have sold the game, sold the knowledge he had. So it's a symbol of wealth. The knowledge you have, the amount of children you have. And I've already read about kings who were faithful, they whole marriage. Real kings, they didn't have to be. Everybody know a king can have his concubines, he can do what he want to do. But there were, I'm sorry to break y'all hearts, there were whole kings, rich ones, that were committed to they queen, they whole reign. Yep, and it's documented. I mean, so to me, every man is different, like I said. You did have kings, like I said, they had his fun. And they ain't got to hide it when you're a king. That's my point. He ain't got to put his queen down either. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to put his queen down because he go have fun. We don't know what he allowed to... that's why I just really encourage y'all, before you call yourself a king, a queen, go research what real dynasty and kingdoms look like, how they operate for real. And then look at your life and compare the two. Compare the two, because wealth never in history had anything to do with just like your money. And then y'all get a little somewhere, that's why we can't get nowhere. The ones that do come up, boy, they too busy manipulating and looking down on people to actually build a kingdom, actually try to get that back to that. They too busy looking at everybody else, judging everybody else, trying to keep that black woman down, trying to make sure that black king, I'm about to talk about it, because that's another way in history a kingdom could be taken over. Black people should know it very well. Is if somebody pretty much like, I don't know, run you out of your place. I'm not finna be one of those black women. You do what you want to do. I'm just saying what I already noticed. I'm asking a question: are independent black women becoming targets? So, yeah, I can't speak too much. I can say what I see, but don't think I ain't already put my blueprint plan together for how I'm going to operate, move, and you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for the long term. For the long term. People be trying to, what I was saying though, y'all get in their heads, men, this is just real. Y'all get in their heads so young, you don't give them time to grow. And then, if you ain't nothing wrong with like putting your woman on game and teaching her things in life you think could be valuable to her, but don't disrespect no woman. If she had a whole daddy, she got whole men in her family to hear. If she want to hear how a man think, what a man, trust me, I heard it firsthand, for sure. When I say, and that I hate that it intimidates men, but since it do, and I'm gonna be disrespected about it, I'm gonna go on and just start exposing what I already know and knew, and still gave men chances. So yeah, value is definitely more than about your money. Women looking at how you think, how you move, what you willing to do for that dollar. To me, yeah, your worth decreases. I more trust a woman. I wouldn't say she green. I wouldn't say there's something wrong with her because she's not willing to take $1 for everything you think she should. That's stupid. Now times is hard. Hey, this generation, bills, anything you can think of is way higher. A gallon of milk is way higher than it just was in the 90s. So yeah, like everybody getting it how they live. Nobody should have time to just sit around and study and just like, you really gonna waste your life doing that? or you gonna get it how you live, because our ancestors, and I'm talking about before the slavery periods, baby, they were too busy. This is why they were one of the greatest people to be remembered on earth even today. They wasn't on what y'all was on right now. And then people can't always blame a period in time for why they are, because ain't none of y'all been slaves at least for the past 40 years. So what's your excuse? 60 years? What's your excuse? You want to stay in a slave mentality, stay in a slave mentality. Keep that stuff over there, though. And don't try to make no women your slaves. That's stupid. Whether it's mind slaves, soul slaves, like I don't like the thought of bondage a little bit. That's crazy, and it's against my human rights. So I just listen to people. I listen to people. That's why they start coalitions, camps. What else do they start, y'all? Like groups, okay? The point of starting a camp, a group, and things like that is for y'all to keep y'all similar beliefs and interests. Like, oh, y'all agree on the same thing. Now, you can't forcefully try to recruit nobody to be on what you own. And I've never done that with any of my faith or beliefs. I'm going to force you to know. You're going to see what you see. I'm going to talk how I talk. And then you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna pursue your life the way you want to anyway. I'm just saying what I'm on works for me. I don't like being in bondage. I don't like feeling like nobody's slave. I don't feel like I want to be held to a standard that my worth is only how much money I make or how much money he make. It's what you willing to do for a dollar that matters to me. What you willing to do? I might find it more compassionate that a man is willing to hold a sign, shine shoes, shine windows till he make it to his next level, because he just got out of prison and he got to do what he got to do. So, you know, to me, I look at character. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all husbands doing some things behind y'all back anyway, because you didn't care about character. He had some money, so you gonna submit. He told you the right things and had some money. I want to be a little more than that. Thank you guys for clicking on my video. You know what I'm saying? The main topic question I was trying to ask here is, are black women becoming independent black women becoming targets? When it ain't even our fault. They took black men's out the whole, and it was a whole agenda a long time ago. They was throwing our black men in prison and making us raise these kids on our own to try to replace them a long time ago. And even when we stood 10 toes down with the kids waiting on them to get out, they still chose to get out and do what they want to do a long time ago. And I'm just saying how history repeats itself every time. It's happening again. And they got to blame somebody. So don't feel bad, ladies. Comment what you want to comment. Men shouldn't be called out. Other cultures sitting back looking once again like this. They arguing. They done found something else to black on black crime about. They done found something else to be against each other about. But the men in other cultures, they see that. Like, bro, y'all, man, it's like the women over there. Yeah, they're targeting. I didn't say single women. Independent black women. Independent and single is two different things, right? A man might be attracted to a woman because she's an independent woman. He might even decide to marry that woman because, you know, he wants his woman to be a thinker. He wants his woman to be a leader. He wants a woman kind of on his caliber. What did I say about true kingdoms? You go Google it right now. A king does not have more power than a queen. Once they is both on that status, the same order she get them soldiers is like on the same status as if the king told the soldier to. If a queen say, yeah, I want that man head right there and I want it by tomorrow at 12 o'clock, a queen. Yeah, if she put that order out, whether the king knows about it or not, it has to be followed through with because she's a queen. In real dynasties and kingdoms, my point is it's equal. And until we look at that like that black community, it's just going to be a non-spinning effect. But as we see, women is not finna slow down. They not finna just stop their whole life and sulk and become bowing down slaves because you know, because that makes you feel more comfortable as a man. You got a wife, you should be through with what women do and how they feel either way. Unless you have daughters, so you gotta look at what's going on in society and teach them accordingly. And dads with daughters, I do feel for you, because things is changing. You got a whole man was teaching men know his value, pretty much keep his value at a place where no woman can really afford, like some control stuff, like some. I said it a long time ago. It sound like cult. People used to tell me, go follow this man Kevin Saint, long before he died. Some of y'all talking about, y'all don't know about him, y'all coming to speak. How about some of us very well knew about him? We knew his existence. We knew what he was on. And every time somebody told me, man, you need to go follow him and see what he got to say about a real man, I chose not to. Because just like from what I was hearing, I'm doing like this because I mostly would hear from people on the phone, but it's like, I chose not to go even. I mean, I ain't got no reason to lie. If I followed him, I followed him. Me personally, I chose not to. See, I watch what I indulge my energy in now. I watch who I'm letting take it from me or who I'm sharing. Yeah, because you're not finna disorient what I find as a good man for me. Then who told y'all a woman's ultimate goal in life was just what? That's why I'm finna do this queenship segment. Lots of women were not only successful, ran whole dynasties and kingdoms by herself, and with only the staff she need. That's it. And when she need to go take care of herself that way, she had her way. I mean, she's a queen. No, she didn't have no problems in that area. So why does that intimidate a man? They swear that they don't believe in the Bible and they don't want to hear nothing about the Bible, boy. Or they only believe the parts of the Bible that talk about how submissive women should be to their husbands. Yeah. That means a woman has to study. She got to know what she getting into too, because if you're going to be submitting to a man for the rest of your life, you don't want to just be submitting to anything. I need to know ahead of time. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to sleep with a lot of women, whether we married or not. Thank you, sir. That's not what I'm looking for, right? I appreciate transparency. Yeah, I want to keep my health as tip-top as possible. I mean, you just saying that. I didn't get no third degree, but don't worry, I'm going to be tested all the time, baby. None of these women are going to come for your life because I choose to come back home to my wife. But I am going to sleep around. This is what I mean when I say getting to know a man before you marry him, because that submissive part might be real, and maybe that is great in God's sight, but you don't have to just submit to anything, ladies. Just like they going, I don't know what men consider dating anymore. I really don't, because it seems like all they want is one thing. And it's funny, okay, go pay a prostitute. They want wholesome women to have sex with y'all. To me, it's off. It's something that's very off in society right now. Of course it's an agenda. What's not? You had Will Smith, now Dave Chappelle. These people are just being black men just slapped, disrespected. Then people, they did it again. What's the black woman fault? She didn't tell that man to go do what he did. He didn't tell her to go do what she did with August Alsina. This is a test of character in society today. What's being exposed is people's character, and y'all can't handle it. Who was raised with principles and morals and who wasn't? Who was raised to respect their elders and who wasn't? Who was raised to know how to take a joke and who wasn't? That's what this comes down to me. All right, y'all. I'm out.